Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Yimbo. Welcome to Cosmic Coffee, Coffee with Cosmics. I have mine, rocking a little green lantern, and here is my special co-host for the day. We're just jumping in. He's got his coffee ready. It's Sir Trevor 16
I
Shooter.
got no cool. I had one on my mythic mugs, man. I forget. Okay, I have Krampus. I forgot. I almost forgot about the show. So
Yeah, no, that's all
you're
good. It's
lucky
all
I'm here
good.
with coffee, and you're lucky it's working at this point.
No, this is a good reason to get me fired up to get the day going.
Yeah,
But
man.
nice little chance for us
What
to hang
better
out.
way than toys? Cool toys.
Right, right. That's it. So we already have a couple friends in the chat. We got Sully, not a bird, not a plane photography, no chewing.
No
What's going on,
chewing.
brother
What's up,
boy?
man?
Legends Collector 1321, welcome. And Thomas, oh man, Girlamo. Oh yeah, well it's
Girolamo.
Giolamo. I guess I did Tom. I never said your last name before, but New York Rebel
Girolamo.
Photography.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
I didn't know his name either. It was Tom, but I didn't know.
So look, here we are. This is just going to be a short little thing, help you guys pass the time with whatever you're doing this morning. But Trevor and I got some coffee this past weekend over at ChrisCon. I picked up my first 4 Cosmic Legions. And I figured who better to unbox them with than you, my friends.
That's right. This was you picked them up. But you didn't pre-order any of these, right?
Yeah.
These, right?
Yeah.
These,
So
These, right?
Fool. So Wave 2, because I didn't even realize Wave 1 had been like announced. Like I thought when I ordered Wave 2 and I went all in, I'm like, this is great.
Wave 1.
Yeah, I thought there's too many toys, as we all know.
I know. It's a lot to fit. I lose track of all like the 30 stuff, like the 5. I miss all that stuff. Like I don't have to like constantly pay attention to what's coming out when it's going up for pre-order. Lucky to get those turtles, those Fury turtles on time. I guess they're still up for order, but like I love those things. But
yeah. I mean, it's still a great idea if anybody's still on the fence. I think the only reason Donnie and Splinter haven't been gobbled up is because maybe with that Samurai Leo, the Spring Samurai, once he disappeared, then everybody's like, well, if they wanted them and you can't get Leo, you're like, well, then why am I going to get the whole team?
Because so. He
disappeared.
I suppose, yeah.
I lucked out with our buddy Lago Figs. He was selling, he had it and was like, I'm not going to do anything with this. I'm like, I will absolutely take that. And that was luck of the draw, luck of the collecting group. But we have some more people in the chat here. We got Jukebox Hero.
Standing in the rain.
Yes.
Demonetized, sorry.
No, I like it. And then we got Machu Toy. Machu does have the link. I sent it to the Between Two Sentinels boys and my toy daddy.
Come on, Machu.
We'll see. He was just waking up.
You're only streaming till like 11:30 last night. Come on,
I know, dude. He's taking.
He's on more than I am.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think he's taking the crowd of most on the internet streamer right now. Realm of Toys 89. What's going on, Frankie boy? Thanks for joining us. Let's see. Trevor got me so good with that lag stutter just now.
I don't remember what I did. But I got such an itch, man. I can't even reach it. It's killing.
Okay. And then Legend Collector says that Leo is one of my favorite figures. I love him too, man. I have him over there. I want to thank Sequential Plastic once again for grabbing me the the accessory holder that 5K released. It's like this beautiful wooden stand that holds all his weapons. So I tried to get it on a top 10 show and it sold out during the show. So Zach ended up setting me his because he felt bad that he was one of the guys that ordered it during the show. Oh man, so just having our coffee, everybody. We have New York City Figure Fanatic. Oh, second coffee, perfect.
And I just had the fastest shower I think I've ever taken because I was just sitting outside drinking my coffee, and I'm like, oh damn, that's right. I picked this time.
Well, it's good for me because my kids were up at 7 o'clock, so I've already had a couple hours of being up and still enjoying summer Yimbo with man, even though it's August, I do love summer Yimbo.
I can't believe it's already, man.
I know it goes by so quick. So let's get into some toys. Here, I got my
Yeah.
second camera going, so that's why I wanted to use
Very
mine,
nice,
because here we
very
go. I
nice.
can throw this up there. So here's gonna be number one. This was the only one I actually planned on buying when I went up to the table. I was like, I'm just gonna get the one, and wait. So
Yeah.
this is Zirian. Am I saying that right? Zirian Spire.
Spire. Yep.
Okay.
She's a scientist. She created Thraxian, I believe. No, is it Thraxian? Hang on a second. Anyway, she created this stuff that I think helps keep Slog alive. It's kind of a regenerative drug.
Okay.
So she's imprisoned in Volcatar, which is the prison.
Oh, okay. All right. So, man, I'm gonna feel so bad because I'm just gonna pepper you with so many questions. You're gonna be like, "Didn't you study at all?"
Thrixium. Thrixium is what she created. So Thrixium, like Slog, the big green gut dude, needs that basically. He was burned badly. Needs that to sort of stay out of pain. Yep, that big chunk of tick right there. He's amazing. Look like he's gonna move much, but he's pretty great, man.
Well, Chris had told me that
he can stand on one foot,
and that was like, damn it! I guess I'm gonna get him because I was torn between him and Kragnar. As like getting like one of the big boys, and he's
yeah, Kragnar's pretty cool. Well, it's good to have a bad guy though. Kragnar, one of the good guys. So it's good to have a bad guy.
So that's a good starting place. All right, so let me see if I put this up real quick, because if I have this, or we could just share but here's the back of the box.
Yep.
All right, so this is Oleg Thygar, Grave Ring. Who is that?
So he's kind of one of he's a good guy. He's kind of right now. People think that he's kind of like the crux of this. Like parts of this are going to revolve around him.
Okay.
Probably being a leader of some sort. So that's him after he's taken. So the other Oleg Thygar, which is right below him, is like as he's kind of brought into the prison. That's how he is normally. I believe that's him. And then as he's in the prison, obviously they've taken away all his equipment and stuff like that. So he's just
got it. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. So a little Guardians of the Galaxy vibe, right, from the first movie. Oh, neat.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So Slog is, for all intents and purposes, a bad guy, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, he's like the warden of Alcatraz prison.
Okay.
So he's easily like, if you had a place that you'd have all these tubes coming down from the ceiling, being like suspendedly and kept moisturized and alive and stuff. And the thing he carries is actually like his little monitor for his suit. Is the Thrixium. I guess maybe injects it so that he doesn't feel the pain he feels. So he's angry.
Yeah. You know what's a good. I only, and this is, I don't know if you're going to criticize me on this because I know the fandom has been there for years. Are you a Dune guy?
Oh, I love Dune, man. I haven't read all the books, but I've read maybe half, and I love the movie, man. I cannot wait for that. Yeah.
So I
better figure.
Yeah. So it reminds me because I know Dune from. I never read the book. I initially got it. There was an HBO show.
Oh yeah, there was a miniseries.
Those guys that like tried to put on the play. So then I was like, oh, what? This is a real story. And then when the movie came out, my wife and I fell in love with it. We watched it a second time. Over a few days because it's like 3 something hours. But really great, and it reminds me of Batista's uncle, that evil bad guy where he's just plugged in. He's got
the Harkonnen, Baron Harkonnen. Yeah. I mean, it is a little bit of that. I mean, I don't know what his inspirations for these things are, but there's tropes. You know what I mean? Like there's tropes and mythic and stuff. But I know he took a lot of inspiration from a lot of like 80s sci-fi. It's a little more that kind of throwbacks than it is like modern, sleek, like dystopian. It is a little bit of that, but I know he said he took inspiration from some 80s stuff that was more Mad Maxian and stats. So Dune, maybe that's part of it.
Just thinking of that evil, like.
But totally, yeah. Mm-hmm. He needs to be in the bath all the time. Yeah, that kind of. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Man, I am so stoked because it really is like this is. I mean, I know that you have a deep love of Four Horsemen, but it really is amazing, like what they've been able to do over all this time and having these beloved toys. Like they're just getting to create stuff. It's so neat.
If you think about it, like there's more in it now, and there always has been, but just a band without a property, without a prop. That's not it. The property without like media to back it up. Anything kind of that's there. It's just creations from Eric's mind, from collaboration and stuff like that, and it's taken off. And people that collect them that don't give a damn about what the story is behind Mythics or Cosmos, and that for that matter, they're just like cool toys. And I understand what I buy, like the Joy Toy stuff. I'm not really following it. I just think they look cool, and I kind of do my own thing photography-wise with them. So, I don't care. If I was into the war stuff, I'm like a little bit more about the lore. If I was into the Warhammer stuff, I'd probably trying to follow the lore, which I don't want to get into. So I can understand some a little, stand selfish about getting into them. But there are so many people that are into these now just for the idea of like customizing them and there's the cool of them and the stuff that they come with and the value. Honestly, I think the value is amazing.
I agree, and that's
even buying them aftermarket. Well, I mean, you're buying them from them, so it's a little bit of a over like retail, but big deal, man. They're great toys. Yeah, series my favorite, man.
Well, that was why she was the first one unboxed. She was the only one I was supposed to buy. Like I told myself, I'll just get the one. But then, of course, you see these all in front of you, and then it's like, well, all right, I'll get a few more. And now when I went up,
man.
Well, that's the thing, man. Look, I love that it's embossed back here. It's got that nice look. So this is now. It's not a faction. It's an affiliation, right?
Affiliation. Her affiliation is the Mortal Thorn. We don't really know much about. It's a controversial organization, so we don't really know what the story. And that's what I like about it too, is the way they put stories together. Especially Jeremy's doing his like little stories around each one. We do the reveals, which also makes my life easier because then I get to. Do the photography, have some idea of what's going on.
Yeah,
it really has to be more specific because, with the Mythics, it's kind of can put somebody in a castle, and it's pretty much that's right. You know what I mean? Like that's cool,
right?
It's like, are they in a spaceship? Are they on a planet? Are they in a specific? Are they in a prison? Or so you got to have like sets, and what I'm working on now is incredible.
Well, I'm just
loving
listening to you tell me about them while I go through the head sculpture. So there's an alt head sculpt there, which I will also take out, but that looks like it has like an oxygen or some sort of breathing.
The mask comes off. You can take it off, so you have just the hair back and cool look. I think for her, I like the hair down, but I like it a lot. So
yeah, man, it's funny. Like I'm getting chills because this is such a good figure. And again, like you're saying, like the value of just being a toy that has as much stuff. Because so far I've pulled out, she's got these two really awesome blasters.
Yep.
There we go. Like, look at that pink detail.
Yeah, a little weathering on it. It's cool.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's just nice. So she's got two of those. And now Mythics, I mean, they've been doing this now Mythic wise for a little while, but giving us the extra hands. And then, then
that's really nice.
It's great that because the hand packs that they sell are still so valuable, but they're giving you you don't need the hand pack unless you're somebody like us that wants but look at if that hand
exactly
that particular so you're not locked into it. I never feel obligated to it, but I love that I have the option.
Yeah, because you want some hands. Like that's one of the things that I get nuts about Marvel Legends and I mean, occasionally you'll get a second or a third or fourth hand,
Right.
but they're always the same hands. They're always those these things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just like
yeah.
there's no variety. And I love the hand packs. It's funny. Like I remember going to Jshot there instead of going to CC. If years back they decided to do their in person and on, and so they invited me there. That was when I really first started working for them. And I'm sitting in like we're busy. We're watching, bringing out like figure wise and stuff. And I'm trying to think like Arethyr. It wasn't wasn't the first one. It was the Arethyr wave. And I came up to the table and I'm like, you know what I would love is hand packs. And like, did you not just hear us talk? Like, no, I was talking to everybody else. Yeah, we're gonna do hand packs in the next wave. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's great. So
yeah. And awesome. And again, the color choices too. Like I do need to pick up next con. So I guess it would be Legion's Con. There was just like from Mythic the hand pack, and again it was like brown or black, and it works on so many different figures. I think I definitely I need to order the cosmic one. I do have the weapons pack ordered from Big Bad, just because it was like after when I realized like, oh, wave 1 was up. I missed wave 1. I threw that weapons pack in. So that'll be nice again, just because everything seems to kind of go with everything. Like, look at this is her sniper rifle.
Yep.
I mean, I love
that strap.
Oh my God.
I love the strap. So cool.
Yeah. Pablo, our boy Pablo Storybox, took an amazing photo with her right off the bat when he got his hands
on
the
sniper, right? She was like down. Yeah. That was very
cool. But here's the other head sculpt. So nice. This is really like a gorgeous figure, like you were saying. And now so this breathing apparatus can go on either head. Is that what you're saying?
It won't go on the head with that you have on right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The hair, because
the hair.
It's really for the one with the hair pulled back.
Now I am having the. I'm going to need to heat up her joints. I'm going to.
Yeah, you know what I've never heated up.
Oh, you've never had?
Careful. No, I've never broken a figure.
I guess you don't have to.
I probably should. It depends on the 2.0 one, which is the smaller female, basically female. They're not all female, but
sure.
Sometimes those arms are a little tight, but I really heated them. The only thing I think I've heated up is the ogre scale guys, because sometimes
the ogre guys, yeah, I had to mess with them.
Also a different plastic too.
But there she is with that other head sculpt on. God, it's amazing. And now what is this?
And then what
is this thing? Is this
that if you pick up one of her arms, she has these gauntlets, and on the gauntlets are all these. So on all these figures, there's all these openings. Approximately most of them that are B for this are the same opening size. So there are. So this is kind of like a hologram wrist.
Yes. Oh, that's amazing.
So she can be looking at that, getting a message or checking out like navigation or whatever. And there's a bunch of different ones that come with the other ones, so you can kind of interchange them. And
dude, that makes me so happy.
So that is, I believe, Cosmerium. That is like the world that they exist in. There's all these rings.
Okay.
Around that with planets in it. So it's kind of, I think they're planets within the orbit of a planet, which is in the orbit of a sun, I assume. But yeah, so you do that. That's really cool.
That is so. You're telling me, I love this. Idea. This is a great idea, yeah. Because the only other figure I ever had that had an official like wrist thing was the. Do you ever get the Command Center Gomez from Mezco?
Like, exactly.
The bodega box, and I'm like, this is the coolest attachment ever. I think I used it once. But having them just have those be interchangeable and they're already right on the wrist.
It's not. I mean, it's been done before, but I think like this was done before, like the Mandalorian episode where Boba Fett, showed his chain code, and that's another one that you can get that figure, and it comes a little chain code coming out of there. It's very similar sort of trope. But you're able to put these in like third-party people. I'm guaranteed creating like little poems and stuff that have holograms and things like that. Probably other holograms. People will be creating resin pieces for that. That's when you get into the mythic cosmics, man. There's like much third-party stuff, and you just want something, just either wait for it or ask somebody to do it, and you'll have it. It's insane, man.
Oh, I could see our boy Detour going nuts with coming up with some really cool, like it's just based off of his like magical weapon effects and things that he's done. Like he can come up with some crazy sci-fi based armor set, like because it's You're right, it's just so easy. I mean, I'm saying easy because I don't make any of this stuff, but I'm maybe
starting to get into it, man. So we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, I got a 3D printer, and I'm working on like learning how to create too. So real simple stuff right now, but I'm gonna do it, sure.
Oh man, all right. Well, I'm not the guy to ask about it. But we know people. We know plenty of people. So if you get stuck,
Dante, I'm up so early because of coffee.
Yeah, so
let's. You've never had together.
I was gonna go back to the chat out because we got some more friends in here. So here we go. Oh wait, here we go. So Toy Father, my bad. Toy Father, fellow Toy Daddy, you have the link. I know you're working, my friend.
Hey.
But Cosmics and Coffee, yeah. So he's down to make this a recurring thing, Trev. We will continually bat this if you want, semi, regular. But he's all on board. He's excited. New York Rebel says, plug for Chubsy. Yeah, anybody that wants this Chubsy Wubsy toy store got them in. That's right. So they're an official 4 Horsemen retailer, Chubsy Wubsy. Jshot, A20's in the house. What's on it? You have the link. Johnny Boy has the link. I don't know if he has any cosmics, but he's welcome to join us. Toy Chase in the house. What's going on, my man?
Oh, I'm here, so Jay won't show up.
Right. That's true. Legends Collectors agreeing about Chubsy. We have Thanos Copter. Good morning, everybody's favorite copter.
What's up, Thanos Copter?
New York Rebel says 4 Horsemen killing it, and now with the cloth accessories and things, they are even better. Dude, this cloak, that was like the reason I wanted her right off the bat. I'm like, give me the cloak. Just like Dubin is like my favorite Mythic Legion with that ridiculous cape. Who's the?
You got some stuff coming up, man. Oh my god.
I feel terrible that I'm blanking because now I'm in a Mythic Legions group with him.
CJ?
Yes, CJ.
CJ. Okay.
Yes, yeah. So, God, his work is just next level. This is tremendous stuff.
She does some of the stuff too. She's Keithlin.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, Christian does most of the stuff, I think. But I think they work together. It's amazing, man. He was he was just another photographer. Like he was good, and he is good. I mean, not that he's lost it, but like he's for it. I really understand. Not having time for your own. But yeah, he won some stuff from the ACA. He won like one of the tournament contests years ago, and still does great stuff. But he decided he wanted to get some whatever for some of his things and learned how to do it.
Yeah,
like now he's made out of it, which was great, man. Love that.
That's amazing. It's amazing. So Machu, thank you for the reminder. Hit that like button, everybody. And then we have Dark Joker's in. What's going on, Dante? How are you, buddy? And McKinney's in the house. Thanks for joining us this morning. Jukebox. I have to avoid the temptations of the Cosmic Light. I'm far into the Mythic Legions rabbit hole.
Okay.
That is fair. As
long as you picked one.
Right. You're staying in a lane. I will always support staying in a lane.
Yeah.
I'm the jerk. Let me be the jerk that just buys a little bit of everything. I'll just be that guy. But they're so great. I gotta say, these are so great. And let's see who else we got. Let's see, New York Rebel. So Yimbo, you're making me now need to go pick up some figures after this week's toy show. Let's see. This is the first of 4 of my 4 Chris Con pickups. That was Trevor. How is Trevor up so early? That's what
coffee,
he said. Coffee, right? Coffee. And then, good. John's going to join us. He's out of his meeting. There you go.
Oh, nice.
He doesn't have any meetings. So, man, I got to get these names down. This is Trevor. This is my.
I'll make sure I don't have any meetings. Hang on a second. Not as well.
Yeah, you should probably check. Or you check. I'm just going to throw out.
I'm good. I work for myself. I'm good.
Okay.
Sick.
So Mythic Legions. I never even like attempted to learn the lore because I was just like, there's so much. It was overwhelming, but like I love the toys. So I was like, I'll just get some of this stuff, use them as I please. I love looking at them on my shelf. So I have what I have, but this Cosmic, I want to learn the lore. So I'm gonna really. This is like how I am in September with my new classes. I'm like, okay, Zirian. Like I'm gonna get this name. This is Zirian Spire. All right, Zirian Spire.
Oh yeah, learning all the kids' names, man. God, oof. I mean, I don't know how people do. I'm terrible with names. Like, let me just say this right now. Like, if you see me somewhere, I may have met you before, and I knew, facially, if I've seen you, but like, you got to remind me who you are, because like, there's too many. Now we each have 2 names.
I know
3 names. Yep. And I'm like, boy, man, can't keep it.
It's really hard. I always compare it to the days of AOL, just because
don't
remembering the usernames and all the things.
I tell people before LegionsCon, don't take offense. There's so many people, that I know from that, from being, on the.
So trust me, it takes me a while. So I have 2 more smaller ones. So this was my army builder. I only grabbed the one for now, but this is is TU5CC. So is it Tusk?
So it's pronounced Tusk, but it's a trade union of the 5 Circle of Cosmerium.
The trade really cool. Of the 5, yeah.
So there's 5 in Cosmerium. I won't go through what names of them because you'll never remember them.
Okay.
But these different places taking the different. It's like a little bit of a trope, the Outer Rim and Star Wars, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's like the outer edges of the universe or whatever like that. So, I love this. This acronym. It's pretty cool with the 5 S.
Well, there he is, man. This one, I just gravitated to his look, and I know he's got the extra head. There it is. So he's got his alien head in there. I guess.
Yep.
But the look of this guy is incredible. Now I know he's a science officer.
Yeah, but apparently they're armed science officers.
Yeah. I was gonna say because he's definitely fit for combat. He's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they do that. Joints might be tight.
Just reminding everybody, #Team Heat. This is 4 Horsemen tells you use heat.
What do you use to heat them up?
I just use a hairdryer. After we're done,
I got
I'll
this
bring
little
these up.
hand thing from Amazon that was probably like $15, and it's like really compact. The only thing is the cord on it is a foot and a half long, so it's ridiculous. Like I gotta have it right here in front of me, or get an extension cord.
Right. Well, that's like I guess that's. I would be nice
to have around.
It would be great to have something like in the bed, but like my bathroom's right up these short little stairs or right around the corner. So I just
I've bought. I want to go upstairs. I go upstairs enough up and down the stairs because I'll my card from my camera or something.
Right.
So like I bought a vacuum cleaner from down. Vacuum cleaner's right at the top of the stairs, but I'm like, no, I'm not going up and dragging that thing down and vacuuming.
Trev, see, this is why you and I can experience, because I'm the same way. Like I would rather buy a thing to have just in case like I'm in a location and I need this thing. I'd rather have it here already than be like, well, it's across. No, like.
Well, I mean, there's certain you're going to use over and over again, like a vacuum cleaner for down, like cleaning up, sand and all the crap on the table and dusting things and stuff. That's a necessity. So this guy's so cool looking, but I mean, he's a Legion, so the Legion builders are cheaper. I think $27 figure, which is crazy for every time.
Yeah.
Not painted, although what you don't see here, and I don't know if you're seeing, is that little tint of blue, right? Almost like a little.
Yes.
Right. It's kind of a weird, like,
and it's got a glimmer too. Like
it's weird. It's like in hand, it's a whole different thing than it looks like. I caption on camera. I know everybody's like the pictures don't do it justice. When you get it in hand, man, it looks a lot different. It's weird.
Yeah, let me know in the chat, guys, if you're seeing like this slight either shimmer. You could definitely see this shimmer.
It's like almost like within the the shows of it or something. I don't know. I don't know if there's like a real light wash over it or under it. I'm not really sure. It's almost like they did it with that blue and then painted white over the top of it. That's what it feels like to me. But I don't know. They probably did.
Dude, it's the same thing. Like, even with Mythics, it's just God. Like, look at like even something as simple as a white paint job. Like you're saying, like the complexity.
Yeah,
they just look gorgeous in person. This is why I knew it was going to be such a dangerous slope when I got into Mythics, because they just I don't think anybody compares to the paint work that they do. You know, sculpting, you know, depending on what your fandom is, people can, you know, even, you know, with McFarlane's, people like, I celebrate his sculpt work too, you know, like, but when it comes to the paints, I think they have the best paint across toy lines, like application, just in general, you know?
Yeah, consistently. And what's amazing is like I get the prototypes and those are painted in-house, and obviously those are used to match up at the factory, but the fact that they do it so well and they nail it so close to what they give them to shoot, that the pictures that I shoot are basically what you get in hand. You know what I mean? Very few differences, if any at all. It's amazing. But what's cool, guys, is the whole idea of Legion builders is that you can, you know, paint them up if you so desire to you know, do your own thing with them. So, but I think great in all in white. I mean, it's very Stormtrooper-esque.
Right. It really, like, that's neat. That's a special looking guy. And he also comes with, there it is, the blue. I'm going to try to save our ears without, you know, but there's the blue hologram for the wrist. There's that other head sculpt that looks awesome. And again, extra hands. So you got the trigger hands, and then he's got his blasters and, like, you know, kind of like an assault rifle type thing. What I was going to ask is, how am I forgetting her name already? Zirian, right? What are those glass tubes? Is that anything?
Oh, the little plastic tube, plastic nubs. Okay, so go back to Ziri, or you can use him either. You have him in there too, right?
Yeah.
So what those do, like on the sides, you can really use them for anything, but on the side flaps on his eyes there, whatever you call it, whatever you thigh guards, I guess. Yeah. So you stick in there, and then you can stick the gun, which has an opening on there, so it looks as if they're like magnetized to the suit, like they just kind of go.
Ow.
Yeah. Oh, that's. So they're different. So they give you a short one and a long one. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because like they could look like they're hovering there, I suppose, or maybe there's different for those longer ones or something like that. But I'll use the short ones.
Oh, that's amazing.
And you can use them anywhere. I mean, you know, I think even the rifle has one. If you know, there's not a lot of openings on the back, I don't think, for those tubes. But yeah, I like the system of like having all these things fit into these openings. Like there are two those. I don't think that guy has one on the back.
So he's got one
there. Yeah, that one.
Yep.
Yeah. But there are tubes that didn't come with. Not sure why they don't have, but they're with the second wave, or I don't know. But anyway, but they're tubes. They come with a few of the figures that you can go from one port to the other to just look like there's either energy or something from the arm, from a backpack, or from a gun to the, you know, whatever. Like, I don't know. But just, you know, it's all kind of like, you know, it's kind of like imagination for what they are. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, that is the actual power pack for the rifle. You know, it's like, it could be that, or it doesn't have to be that if you don't want to.
Right.
It's, you know, it's
that's killer, man. That
wiggle room, you know what I mean?
Oh, you know what? That's, I guess the easiest comparison is to like how they do their wings and their harnesses, you know, like, but with the backpack and like just and like the expansion that you can have with just any of their figures. Like this is a what a great touch. Like I'm super into that.
Yeah, because if you think about doing like a holster or something like that, would be a lot of works, big guns and stuff. How would you even do it? And it's kind of old fashioned, like, you know what I mean? Like if you were going to have in the future like something to connect your gun, it would be like a magnet, or, you know, it would hover there or something, a field or so.
That's because I just think of Star-Lord and like I have Marvel Legends. I have a few Star-Lords and like I have the ones that have the little like nub that sticks out that you can kind of if you don't move him
Oh
like
yeah,
keep his guns to the side. But
right.
then other ones they just said, nah, screw it. Like he either holds them or they're on the floor. Like who cares?
Yeah, yeah.
Um and I like that this gives you that, yeah, like you said, that magnetic or
Yeah.
hovering attachment. Like it's very Guardians-esque, very
Yeah.
again cosmic, very space aged.
The only thing
That's
I wish
really
these guys
great.
came with was the strap because I think he has a rifle or not.
Yeah, he's
I
got
think
like a
I think the Grintry one has a rifle.
yeah,
Oh,
like
he has
almost
a.
like
Oh yeah, there you
assault
go.
rifle. Yeah,
Yeah, and again, that's got the hole for the nut. You could essentially, I guess, put that on the side, something like that. But and that piece does come off. It's a little tricky, I would up first, but you can actually
which one? This one
get
up
that
here?
whole piece off.
I was gonna ask because this is
Oh,
for
that
the
goes
all.
over it.
This goes over all of this.
Yeah, it goes on there.
Oh, okay. Hang on
And
a second.
this is so the tricky thing to get in. There is like it does clean, but a lot of people have said you've got to heat to like shape it to sort of fit in there, and it's better to put it on first before you do it or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I get it in there and it stays. I can't even like tell you how
Yeah.
or what it connects, but it does connect. A lot of people what it's just loose on there. It's like no, it's not. It does fit, but it's like
And it goes over or under this blue part.
I think it goes over that one. I don't know if I have any set up with that, but
I'll have to go.
I don't know.
I'll have to do some investigation.
But there are some instructions on like some people have put them in the Cabal. I'm gonna tell me that they probably should put those up on the site too, just to show how it goes on. But
yeah, I'm gonna. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out.
They don't just flip.
All right. Well, that's still neat. The fact that comes because I'm assuming, like, if this is the helmeted head and he comes with, like, I would think that this is for the unmasked head sculpt. Like, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think
it could be
you get that one around that, or you can get the head inside once you put that on. And it does have to go the right way. You might.
Yeah, I might be doing this.
You might have that on upside down or something like that. The collar piece.
Oh, hang on.
You got it.
Wait,
it
maybe
should fit over
like
there.
that?
I think that's it. That's it because it fits. It does clip in. There are little things that like you might like sort of pinch it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. It does stick. It's not.
Yeah, I'm already feeling like it's just. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess too much. Oh yeah, it does kind of like. There we go. Oh, yeah, it's even like a sound. Yeah, you can even get the
there's a little when you get it. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. All right.
It's the one thing about Mythics and Cosmics that, like, what got it? Like, they had those capes, and they were the CJ. They were like just the cheap pieces of cloth with some holes punched, and there was no instructions. Like 3 holes punched in this cape, and I'm like, well, what do I do with this 3rd hole? Like, where does that go? But the whole idea, you can do whatever you want. You can put the through those holes and have it sort of draped. You could put the pauldrons through the holes and have it draped that way. You could put it over the shoulder and have it draped. So you could do whatever you you don't have to do. Yeah, basically, yeah. The bottom needs to clip in a little bit. But yeah, you get it. That's basic.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm still finagling, but I just wanted to get the initial look.
But look, does look really good with the head, the other pink head. It kind of fits a little better.
Yeah,
but that too. I like that one. And does this have a bubble? Or this doesn't come with a bubble, right?
This one doesn't have a bubble. No.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's so neat. God, these are so. This is why I'm so happy that we were doing this today, because like, since Chris Con, I was telling the guys, I'm like, it was like, oh my God, so many toys. Like I have actually needed to kind of like not mess with them this week, even though I've wanted to. Whenever I'm just like, it's so overwhelming. I want to figure a thing out. So that's why like Cosmic Legion's good. I have some like collabs, shots. I got actually set up a little X-Men Mezco shot behind me. So I was able to take a picture yesterday. But yes, it's been nice to now like I wanted to get these open. Oh, I'm so excited for these. All right, so there's that. Again, let me catch up in the chat, everybody. As you've been seeing, like as I screw with these and pick Trevor's brain, I do one and then I'll come back to you guys. So thank you again for hanging out with us, everybody in the chat this morning. Again, Trevor and I just love any excuse to get on YouTube to talk about toys. And it's nice that this worked out from a time standpoint. Again, giving you guys something fun to do. Hopefully, we're enjoying ourselves. But here we go. So NJ Rebel said, I only picked up Slog in this line, which is wow. So that makes me excited because he is one of my pickups. Machu said it's like a pearlescent.
Yep.
Pearlescent. Thank you, Trev.
Yep.
Pearlescence. Yeah, that's a good descriptor. I went downstairs and apparently drunk me left a huge mess in my stream room.
I read that as steam room first of all, and I was like, wow, damn, man. Jesus.
That's all right, Mach.
Like,
if you figure it out, if you're gonna clean up, we're still looking. We got a couple more toys to unbox. Doc Joker said, yeah, with the I bet, and then I see what he was doing. Who better to figure out how all the parts work than to have Trevor here for the unboxing?
Exactly.
See? Yeah, on the nose, baby.
No fool.
That was literally how I was like, yes, Trev, we need to make this happen. See, otherwise I'd be sweating, I'd be aggravated. Where did this helmet go? No, Trevor's just there to hold my hand and walk me through it. All right, so this name, easier to remember, Vorga.
Yeah.
Vorga. All right. So she, and I'm assuming this is she. I mean, they're aliens, whatever. But
yep, it's female.
Female.
Well, I mean, depending on those races are made up.
Yeah,
yeah. No, nothing. I mean, she's who is her on the so we're gonna assume female. She's got this is almost, these are new kind of parts. It's kind of a new body for females. They haven't had I'm assuming they're gonna have they have dwarven females, but just on the 2.0 bodies, which are the slimmer bodies. So people are excited about the fact that this is sort of a bigger. And I like the different body type.
Yeah,
it's really, really cool, and she is ass looking.
Wow, she is. She's a tank. She's awesome.
So she was like a ops person before she was in really deadly. Yeah, she's just very dangerous. So,
well,
but I guess based on her bio, her warm person and unyielding sense of honor, others to align with her. So she's not a crazy nut, but
sure. But she's just fiercely one of those staunch to her beliefs. Yeah. She's man. So she looks to be in a similar outfit to Spear. I can't believe I messed up her name right.
There is a they'll do, if you look at, there's a thread through some of the now I want to call them nations, but those are factions. They're in colors. They vary. Some, if you look at them as a whole, there's some threads through them. Some of the waves and stuff like that. So there is a depth red through sort of the heroes of this. It's an orange and blue in different shades, but she's got some orange and blue. Zyrion's got some brown. Quar is orange and has some blue elements, and Thygar is obviously blue with orange. And so they, as a team, they look cool together, even though they're not men dressing up like a team. It's almost the guard a little bit. There's some threads to them that make them look dressing up the same.
Dude, look at the paintwork on the holographic portal, holes, gauntlet holes.
The tattoo. Love the tattoo.
Oh God, yeah. Let's see the tattoo. Oh my God. Yeah, oh my God, Varga is awesome. That's what she again, seeing all of these boxes in hand and being all right, I'm not gonna get all of them. I was trying to behave myself, but looking at who was cool, well, I knew that this was just me splitting up my first wave purchases. I was I'm gonna get the rest later. But yeah,
What's up,
so I
Lou?
picked up Zirian, Vorga, because some of the guys were out. Like the Tusk Engineer wasn't anywhere to be
Mm-hmm.
seen. The is it Sphexian? Is that how you say it?
Oh yeah,
Sphexian?
they had the blinder, but they didn't have the prison guard, right? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Those
Um,
guys are insane. They're a little fit with their like the arms and stuff like that, and you'd have to heat up the
mhm,
wing joints to get those in real tight. But
yeah.
man, they look incredible. They're incredible.
Well, God, Varg comes with a lot of stuff. So there's her. Look at this freaking big, this BAMP gun. What is it?
Mm-hmm. It's upside down. I think you got.
Oh, it's this way.
So
Yeah,
she
yeah. There we
hand
go.
holds it
Okay.
and it's in the back. Yeah, and
Holy
that
crap.
is like those attachments on the front that cuff, and they use those for different so far. So that's some reuse. But I
Yeah,
also look at it as it's kind of a machine has some different uses to it. You know what I mean? Like, or it's
sure.
purposed for different things.
Oh my God. So there's the big clip. Like, look at this
Yeah,
gigantic ammo clip that
that clip
she
was
comes with.
like the death of me in prototype form, man. Just like, oh, I did
Oh,
not
I
want to
can,
stay in.
I can
Getting her to
imagine.
hold the gun and have the thing plugged in was just like I wanted to just jump off a bridge, man.
I just now like
They
this is
always
one that I'm
push
like,
the envelope with these things, and then like they give them to me. Like I'm like, are you kidding me?
well, they know you're a magician.
Oh, yeah.
They're just like, but you'll make it work.
They know I'm stubborn and pig-headed, and won't up until I get what I want. So.
Yeah, that's definitely worth it. You know, like we know this is miserable, Trev, but we just know that you have no quit in you.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh man, I'm just trying to get this.
I mean, I like the packaging. I think if I had I know a lot of people like it because they can see sort of some of the stuff that's coming with it on the side. I had no
Right.
problem with the Mythic Legion stuff where it was all leggy in the back, like because I mean, I think they're putting these things on the shelf a little bit more than maybe end up. I guess I don't know because it's a new line and they think more people will be starting it because more people will be into it because it's new. And I love the package, beautiful. Nate Bard, great job with that, and the whole checklist thing is amazing. But that side to get those accessories out, and I think like actually like just be careful getting out because they did an extra like tight job having the bubble go around to hold things in. Like it's gonna be very hard to repackage these. That's what I'm getting. Like
Yeah, like that's like even with
optics
the
were not a
tape.
problem at all. You put the figure back in. There was one accessory that was popped into like a lip on the plastic bubble, and that's went in a baggie and went in the back of the box and like sell it as repackaged. You know what I mean? Like, hey, and it looks like it's new. Getting this all together back into the box is going to be very, very difficult.
Yeah, yeah. That tape was also like real in there. Like
that was... I don't really love that. Like, I'm only because I keep the boxes, and I don't know why. I probably should just throw them out, but like
I do the same thing. Like, so Trev, like I'm the same way. Like I was able to finally mentally get rid of like a lot of Marvel Legends boxes, but when it still comes to like Four Horsemen stuff, NECA, and then like imports and Mezco, like I keep all that. So like I still have
imports I can't do because the cost and you know the way people will collect those things. Although, not the thing. Never mind. But plus, like some of my photography, like the only reason I'm hanging on to those two Exos Star Trek figures that I have 6 scale, and my artwork is on the box. I really want to sell them.
Yeah,
they're going for good, and I don't really like it's First Contact. Like it's not even like Next Generation, the show,
right?
But I don't want to sell them because the box artwork on it. So
yeah,
like, I guess I'll just hang on to them. So.
I know. Hey, this was part of what we do, right? It's the struggle, but the fun struggle. We enjoy.
I had to get a space. I had a storage place for box. It's stupid. It's stupid.
I've also had that thought just for the boxes.
Because you think about it, like you're paying a month or a year for that to save the boxes that are going to add value to
Right.
the figure when you really go to sell it. Is it going to be if it's a box?
But then, like with Four
add
Horsemen
that all
stuff,
up
it
and
does.
add what you spend for the storage room, and it's like, yeah, that's not worth it. Like I'm not going to make this money, but it's hard to throw them out.
Right. That's why I do it. Like I try to build up mentally, like the bravery to do it. Like Legends was my first, and then we'll go from there. Like especially as I hit other different points of, oh no, that shelf is now full. Like I thought I had time, and then I filled that up
too. Yeah, well, you look at the full shelf, you go, I'm ordering more stuff, and I'm like, I think like magically when it gets here, are there more room? And I'm like, there isn't. There's no more room.
I know. I think that's what happened to me this week. yeah.
Loco Lou is saying, throw away the boxes, but you don't throw away your 1/6s. Get out of here.
That's true. That's definitely true.
I don't think he does. Maybe he does. He's Loco.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us, Loco. I always say that these will go great with my NECA turtles. Let's see, my wallet is in so much pain with all the Four Horsemen goodness, and then throw away the boxes. I know I can't do it. I still have my ogre boxes are enormous, and I'm like, I gotta keep them.
I throw out the Marvel Legends stuff and just like cheaper figures. If it's a $20 figure, I figure first the price of those. Most of those, 9% of those.
Mm-hmm.
Either it's you maybe get your money back, or you're selling it for cheaper than you bought it, and so like, why am I in the box for this? So, but then 1/6. If God forbid you don't have the art box for the 6-figure, it's gonna like
like there's
like people just look at it and go, wow, it's not in good shape, and whatever.
Right.
Again,
but even with like Mezco, as gorgeous as those boxes are, you could still, at the very least, recover the initial retail. I would think. At least I've been told. I have such trouble parting with anything.
Box?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think weird thing. Like it used to be, everything had to be mint, but I don't know. I think people want the figures.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing with Mezco because some of those are nice, but they're not like the tins and things are one thing.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. It is case by case. Like I've seen people sell a lot of SA stuff without the box.
Right.
Like nobody cared. I think you lose value there. But going to con, like watching Bill smart load up stuff like some of the. I mean, it's a lot of Awakens, a lot of sequel stuff in SA, which he was into highly. It's selling more. Those are $50, $60, $70 figures for $15.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not, you know what I mean? And it's like, this is what you got to think about when you're collecting stuff. Like, people are into it now.
Right.
10 years from now, are people going to pay this money just because you have the box for it? Maybe not. You know what I mean? It's not like the old, in the 70s, where if you have something in a box, it's because that stuff was bought to be with, and people, kids ripped the box and threw it out. If anybody happens to have a box, it's very. But now, we're two people sitting 100% of the people on this team save all the boxes. So, everybody's got a box. It's not that anymore. You know what I mean? So
that's true. That's a very valid point. But yeah, it's basically, I feel like this is going to be the collector. We're always going to ask this question.
Yeah.
I feel like that's, because, once it's gone, then it's gone. You can't look back. But it's that little extra value? It's the gamble. It's the unknown. But
Thomas
do know.
Is right. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say what I do know with a certain matter of fact is that we have another friend here ready to join us. It's the Machu Man. What's going on, Machu Toy?
Did you clean up all your drunken like all your beer and your nacho chips or whatever you had over there, your pretzel or whatever?
I still have a bottle of soju over here.
Oh my god,
soju.
Well, you told me I could drink it warm or cold, so crack that bad boy open.
No, that one's done.
Oh, okay.
I had 3 bottles yesterday.
So is this first coffee with Machu, or is this multiple? Okay.
This is definitely-
Let's see. We have a couple more great comments here. So here we go. Captain McKay. So I'm at work, but I duck out for a minute and say hi to you guys. Cosmic Music looks great. Yes. So thank you for joining us, Captain McKay. You're the best, man. Appreciate you. NJ Rebel says, cutting back on boxes I saved, no Legend or Black Series boxes. That's, again, when they went to windowless packaging, I went, oh, good. I'm going to throw all this out because when you're selling something on eBay, the person's would rather see, like, I know I personally would rather see the paint applications on the figure I'm buying than just the box, So
yeah, so you're gonna take it out of to show what it looks like before anybody's gonna buy it.
Right.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like Marvel Legends and oh, there you go, cool. Yeah, that's it. Those are nice and like painted up a little bit more intricately than some of the other ones, but.
Loco said to Trevor, he threw out half of his Hot Toy boxes already.
All right. You're walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
Yep. Oh, and you got the hand packs. That's awesome.
Always need more hands.
Right. That's what we were saying. Like, it's so nice that they're not necessary, but it's just to have the option. Like, I'm gonna definitely buy this pack.
To display them, not big a deal, but wow, 4 Horsemen Super 7 Mayfix. Yeah, Horseman stuff I have a hard time. I just have such an attachment line that I just don't.
Well, it makes sense.
Even when I have duplicates, man, I should really throw out the duplicate boxes, but I don't want to, and they take up a lot of space.
Yeah, that was like a decision I had made early. Was like, oh god, like as much as I would love to do the rock to stock, one to rock, one to stock, I was like,
no,
I can't. That was the amount of stuff that I want in my life.
Yeah, no,
it's like
you gotta think. Like again, you think like there are some things like, but it's like playing the stock market. Like, there are things that are going to be rare. Like you can find that Leo. Like it was up for a while, and you could get him for a while, but now you can't. And he's up. He's a little more expensive now. Yada yada. But in 10 years, 5 years, is that going to be we're up on eBay for the same price? Like it's. Again, like with the boxes, are you really value after a while? Because how long are you going to hang on to these for? And are people really going to care? I would say, as Thomas says, like I think when you're buying something, you also see the box. It gives the buyer a better impression that you kept the figure and accessories in good condition, which it is only an impression. I take the accessories out and put them in a little tackle art box, and they are in good condition. I think in good condition, but sometimes I just throw out the box.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Weird,
and hey,
man.
Guess what? We have another friend on the house.
Hey.
Hello.
Does have to
What's up,
leave?
Johnny boy?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's time for you to go, Trevor. I'm out. You're out. I'm in. You're out.
Wow.
God, I don't know if I should be insulted or honored that like everybody holds on to all these little things, right? Like 10 minutes into the stream last night on the enablers of the 5-hour marathon that Machu's there, we're still talking about Ming-Na Wan. So, and Trevor's still talking about the one time that my car broke down, which, by the way, Trevor, I sold that car. So
you said the name wrong again.
I keep
Midnight
saying
Wong?
it wrong on purpose now, because what's the point of saying it right? We're still just going to talk about me saying it wrong. So,
Win.
I'm just going to come up with new ways to say it. Naming win. So, I'm just going to keep doing weird shit to the name and just keep going. So, what's the difference? But hi. How's
Wingman
everybody?
Men.
Yeah. Midnight Wong. That's the new show. That's what we're calling it.
By the way,
Cosmic Coffee and Midnight Wong. So
this backpack can come off because it looks like she has these shoulder.
Yeah, you're gonna want to take that off. You get those on. Yeah.
I am so happy for the record. So, John, did you pick up any cosmics?
Not yet. But that is going to be my pickup at Legion's Con.
Yeah.
Nice.
So by the way, will be my first wave of like 4 Horsemen figures. So
nice.
Oh, that's right. You've never jumped in at all. This is.
Have you ever played with them or like?
Well, so I have some, right? I have the the figure obscuras, right? I have the Monkey King and
okay.
Things like that.
So you lied, basically. That's not your first 4 Horsemen.
Well, no, but I'm saying, well, yes,
line.
Okay,
line. I get you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So you played with them a little bit, but I mean, it's just I love the build on them, man. Again, like they're not Mayfix level relation, but you can get a lot out of them. You know what I mean? Like they've even improved like shoulder movements, so like with the tusk figure, really get them to hold the gun tucked
Mm-hmm.
in, you know, to their armpit and like the rifles and stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
They're great.
Well, and this torso crunch has always been incredibly impressive because you can get all of the, especially with Mythic wise, like all of the sword action and the medieval type posing that you would want just out of the one, because it was so generous, with the rotation. And same thing with Monkey King, like, God, I love that figure. That Monkey King is great. I have
and they're always.
I was just gonna say, I have a post. Literally, he's just been living there, smacking Thane from Spearow just in the face with his pole. I've just had that up for like a week. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I know. I just saw the Machu look. All right, Syntax. It's his pole. Yeah, all right, I'm not even gonna address it. You heard what I said. He's smacking him with his pole.
Jesus.
Whacking him with his wang. Yeah.
You heard what I said. By the way, Cal the Collector's in the house. What's going on, Cal? Hopefully giving you some fun toy stuff to pass some of your morning. Tommy says, I think when buying something used, you see the box. Oh, this is what we were talking about with the impressions. And McKinney, I want to get my first Cosmic Legion, and I'm contemplating getting the Olek Thygar, the Gravering figure. Do you guys think I should pull the trigger on it?
Yeah. That's not my favorite in that wave. It's a good figure. I would recommend Ziri, but if you want like more, I like the Havalkatar Thygar just for the different look and give the helmet and stuff, because like he's got the bubble thing, plus he's got look to him too, which is like my look. I love that helmet and stuff. So
how did you say that again?
Havalkatar. Kind of like the H is a little bit silent. It's Havalkatar. Okay. You can say Havalkatar.
Okay. And you were saying that version is him in his like gear, but then the grave ring is like his prison attire.
I take it that this is like the way they captured him. This is kind of his normal look, and then they basically take most of the uniform from him, and all that stuff, and then he's just got the cargo whatever pants or whatever,
Yeah.
Shirtless.
Oh man. So Matt, what was your favorite from the set? Because you've been you have the whole, you got all of it, all of wave one.
Yeah, I've just been opening them, taking my sweet ass time opening them. I just opened this big dude.
Oh, Cragman, he's cool.
Yeah,
he's a cool one. So he has these ports in the back for extra arms, but they also give you pieces to cover them if you don't want to display them with the extra arms.
I don't know why you would, but I think it's great because they think about customizers and stuff. Like maybe you just want to, maybe you like with 2 arms. That's cool, fine. Here you go. If you want to customize them into another figure, something like that, those plugs, so you can like just have them as a 2-arm, different alien or up differently or something. So plus they have other figures that they're putting out that body, reuse again, that don't necessarily have 4 arms, so they need some plug into them. They don't come with 4 arms, so it's pretty smart, man. They do think ahead with the reuse, and a lot of people say, oh, they have so much reuse, but they don't have any more reuse than Martins do, or you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of new stuff that they're coming out with each wave of things and they reuse things cleverly so that it doesn't look like here's the total body the other guy had with a different paint scheme. It's like they switch arms and the legs, and the fact that they're more like that is awesome, man.
Yeah, I have no problems with like clever reuse of parts and like splashing a repaint on some, but like the mix and match, no problem with that.
It's the name of the
game.
Just seeing
man. Somebody,
you have to do that,
right?
Or you're not going to make money. You're not going to be in business for very long.
Right. I just saw, speaking of like, we weren't talking to BGI Joes, but like reuse of parts. Like I saw a video where someone realized that it was the Outback figure is the main buck of like the Range Viper, like that zombie Cobra Joe. It's like when you like, it was like a breakdown, like, oh look, there's like the shirt wrinkling up here, blah blah blah. But like that's a great buck. And when you again swap out, add the different accessories and backpacks and all that, you have no idea. Different head sculpt, but it's a brand new figure.
And I think you got to be I look at I got a lot of Marvel Legends. I don't study them the way that everybody, and I just watch Dan Who or Boog, and they're talking about these things like oh, that's the I don't know, that's the Captain Marvel or whatever, or that's the the Bucky cap, which
Bucky cap, right? Yeah.
I mean, I kind of recognize that one now, but oh, that's the Spider-Man body. I don't know what the hell that is. I mean, I know what the figure is, but I wouldn't look at it and go, that's the piece of Spider-Man torso.
Right.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean?
I don't go that deep.
Not much of a difference.
With Legends, you guys do that with Legends? I just go, oh, that's the skinny Peter. That's the the early Spidey body. I'm like, oh, that was the Human Torch body. It's the same.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
It's got to be
right.
Got to be something pretty unique or obvious. Oh, they took some liberties with this. We wanted to read the Jshot that they put out was, come on, man. You know, give the guy fingers, and then they come out with something that has 3 fingers, and how could you give Jshot 3 fingers? Whatever. It's fine.
John, which cosmic are you going to go for first? Are you going because you're going to pick and choose? Or are you going to just kind of dabble?
Oh no, I honestly I probably will pick up that whole first wave. That whole first wave looks great. I like the. We've already established where I stand on names, so I'm not going to say anything.
Right.
But that chonker, I don't know what else to call him. That chonker looks awesome.
Slog.
Slog.
Yeah. So
you got to get some of these from Target.
The Hexans.
Awesome.
Yeah, those things are great. $5. I almost bought more. I have my 3 scattered around, and they work really, really well. By the way, Toy Force is here. He goes, hey,
words not so easy.
Yeah. Hey, really, I know. I finished my 1 cup, but I need more coffee. Loco says, Tommy, yes, but if it's a figure that is way overpriced and you see one for a steal, it's in great condition, you will pull the trigger regardless of boxes. Again, going back to our selling conversation.
Yeah, but it's a steal. You're actually selling it for a good price. And the thing is, don't buy for investment. They're not great investments.
Right. And that's exactly. There's an Omega Weapon 13 morning with no coffee for me. That's all right. We're all drinking plenty for you. Machu's already on his 5th cup, right? In the time that he's joined. Loco says Monkey Gang easy top 5 figure of the year for sure. And then Vonnie Ron, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining again. Congratulations. Was it what day is today? No, Wednesday night. Vonnie made it to number 3 with this amazing vapor shot on the Toy Pick community. Top 10. Whew.
Wait, what day is it today?
Dude.
It's Friday. Right? It's Friday.
I have an excuse.
It's Nudie Magazine Day. What day is today? Come on. That was
it's funny because I'm seeing Toy Farce for the 2nd time in another stream in less than 5 hours.
Well,
I know it's not cosmic related, but Yimbo, I know you picked this bad boy up.
Oh,
I am really impressed with how well he moves.
Yeah.
But did you feel like he's a little bit on the small scale?
Yes, the ultimate because the weight throws you off. It throws you off because he's so light. And I was telling Matt, I was just when I was with he was there when I was on by. I was I don't want to say this feels cheap because that's not the right word, but it's different. And he's like, oh well, there's hollow pieces to it, but all this stuff you don't have to fight with any of the joints. It's just very smooth.
Interesting.
And he just again thinking of the one waist piece to it.
Yeah.
He's got the one waist bend.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't in the comic books. He wasn't big. He wasn't big in the movie, built the Mark I. Was
right.
That one that they put out years and years ago was way sized. But this one, if you him standing with Captain or whatever, Thor's bigger than him. I mean, it's just
I just felt
kind of an average size.
Morph. He's pretty right up there with Morph. That felt. I don't know.
I don't know. I think that's comic wise, but
okay.
It would be bigger. You'd feel like you would be, but
yeah. Well, there's a Widow size comparison with the new Widow.
Yeah,
I think it's about right for comic.
Okay.
Yeah, because he didn't go
just
full.
Thinking
below.
back to the Kirby stuff, you know what I mean? He was just kind of. He didn't make him big bulky thing. He was just a guy in a. So it was just kind of guy sized.
Right. That's what I was saying. That's what I was thinking
Sure.
with you, Trev. Is that he's
Yeah.
just a guy in a suit as opposed to this massive suit. Like it was
Yeah.
just pieced around him.
It's not a
Yeah.
Hulkbuster.
Right.
Yeah, no, I-
which
yeah,
which
it's not
the Mark
expected
One in the
to be
movie was a little closer to. I think it's just very bulky and made him.
I also think it was like the angles that they used in the movie that made him make this suit look bigger
Yeah.
They always shot him
Yeah.
from upwards.
Mhm.
because the toys weren't that big.
No. Yeah, I have like the toy of that Mark One, and it's actually about an average. I mean, not that they really, worry too much about scaling to heights based on bodies and stuff like that. He's not much taller than anybody else. So.
Mm. By the way, is that Pletho? Am I saying that right? I'm always trying to get the names right, but Pletho, what's going on? Happy Friday. That's what we're talking about. And Cal the Collector's excited to have a morning toy show. Don't forget to, if you haven't already, to subscribe to all of the pages here. So Yimbo Reviews Everything, Machu Toy, and 1/6 Shooter. And hit those bells because we like to do stuff like this. And Trevor, you've been doing a really great job of staying. Did you have a set thing for your mornings? A set day that you've been doing, or is it still just you don't
No,
want to
just
lock
when it
yourself
pops
in?
up, and I've been a little lax on that because I've been a little crazy busy shooting Mythic Legion. So, or
That's
Cosmic
right.
Legion.
Yeah.
And there has been news, and I really wanted to do it, but it's probably usually like a Thursday or something like that at 11:00. But yeah,
But that's why it's good to hit that bell so you get notified when any of us go live, and then we might see some of our, cross-stream smiling faces for you guys.
I just realized
Johnny
we're
Numero
above
Cinco?
Sentinels here. We're above 2 Sentinels.
That we are above 2 Sentinels. But Johnny Numero Cinco, what's
big.
going on, brother? I actually have your chair over here with Cousin Eddie, but I can't show it because it was for a shot that it got all mushed up. And Matt Gray's in the house. What's going on? And Emma Kinney said, I have seen the armor version, didn't get a chance to click on it. Do you think it comes with enough extras to be worth the $10 extra?
The armor version of Thygar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 2 different heads on helmeted. He's got the bubble piece that you can put on there. It's about the same amount of accessories, I believe, as the the bare chest one, I guess, for lack of a better term. Probably more. He's actually got more with him, I think, than that one.
I just realized he has like links that you can attach chains to, which is pretty cool.
That is awesome.
One of the things that I've learned in terms of doing photography, anything that you put in the picture will automatically assume will come with the figure. But I was told
It looks like my camera needs some coffee.
I think his camera actively reflects you right now.
I think
so
it does.
slightly askew. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So there's that Dutch
soju.
angle.
There you go.
I don't think that's safe.
Screw the Dutch.
I gotta fix that before it breaks.
But I was told to put him in chain prison, and so the first thing anybody said was, like, "Oh, does he come with the chains?" And then everybody was upset that he had the chains, and I'm like, "Listen, man."
Oh, I didn't even know.
You can go to your Michaels, your Joanne's, and pick up. This is where I got them from. They're just little chains.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Auto Dutch.
Yeah. I like
Auto
that.
Dutch.
I like that. Yep.
Dutch mode.
Very nice. Very nice.
Let me fix that. I'm a little worried because it's sinking even.
The Dutch. I like it. It's cool.
Yeah, he better go get
Very
that camera.
exciting. Very exciting angle.
So I think because this is something.
Did you get all of Vorga's stuff out, Honor, or no? You're not gonna.
I was gonna say
Takes too long.
I think I'm gonna hold off
Mm-hmm.
on
sure,
Slog. No,
it's great. I'll go-
Slog. I'm gonna hold off on. I did get. Oh. Should I? Why you want me to crack him open too?
Wait, what do you have? What else do you have?
No, so I only got 4. So Slog is my last one. I did
What else?
get every.
Oh, you were. Did you open 3 already? Oh, you did. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't
So
get.
That's Vorga with all her gear on and stuff. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's the backpack
Yeah, 'cause I have-
fits into the back.
Oh, that actually fits in there.
Oh, it goes in there, and then it
Ooh.
goes in the gun on the side.
Ooh, I like that.
So,
Yeah, with the head sculpt.
Again, I like the masked sculpts. I mean, I like the other ones too, but the masked ones just look kind of a.
Well, I love that. I still can't get over, because Spy, right? Oh my God, why do I keep getting the names wrong?
Zirian.
Those are hard.
Ziri, yeah. So I like that
Myth
she
and
has that
cosmic
removing. She has the removable mask, and I like that because it, this one just is solid. It's just you didn't need to have the loose piece to it. So
right, yeah.
Again, just nice little choices there. I'm trying to get her big gun in their hands. Oof! I want to get that setup going.
My fame is this one. I have in the down in the bottom there. Look at Gare.
Oh, here we go. Hold on.
So I did a quiz on Legion's Lounge. So we had like this whole game that there's questions and answers and stuff, and everybody could. And one of the questions was I just like 4 different ways, and you had to pick the right way that is actually. Not many people got this.
No. How do you even
Eric
say that?
Likes these. I say Marajmgyra. I don't know.
Oh my God, Mabira.
You wouldn't pronounce
Mabira Jimgira.
Mabira Jimgira.
Midong. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Could be
You know when?
Big now when. Yeah, my favorite.
Oh, dude, this thing is killing me. Getting the hands in. This is part of the toy stuff that's always a little done best off camera. So you were able to get the hold though, right? Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You're able to get her where she's holding here, and this is coming down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So
you may need different hands. Like there's hands with down hinges, and there's hands with left and right hinges. So you may need to swap them out in order to get. I think you can get them in with either one, honestly. But like it's just.
That's what.
It's pretty.
Yeah,
I think having this one be the up and down hinge than the left and right hinge works a little bit better to get that. But
By Jamelin says, Trevor, that riser thing you held up, did you say it was from Target? What section was that in? Is it wood?
That's made of wood.
Yep.
They look crappy, but I've seen them. We just saw them at Chris Painted Up. People were painting them, selling them actually.
Yeah, just to show that up. There we go.
$5. They were up in front in kind of the seasonal area, and unfortunately, mine have been taken down. They took them down, so I can't get any more.
Oh, it must have been cleared out. Yeah, I snagged, like I said, 3 of them. There's more at my one Target, but it's not like my local toes. A Target down the shore. I might end up getting more because they are really nice. But like you said, like you have to look. I was literally on my hands and knees checking because so many of them get dinged up because clearly like an employee just dumped them all in the cheap spot. This is the dollar section here.
Battle damage.
So you got it. What's up?
It's battle damage.
Battle damage. Yeah, there you go.
You just dry brush a little bit of metal onto it. Like some silver.
That's what I was gonna do. Actually, I was gonna like kind of
ding it up,
hit
right?
them with black, hit them with a little metal, and like put some chips and stuff on it, and make it look. It's supposed to be space, so I was gonna put some little. I'm never gonna get around to doing this, but like this is my head thing. Like put tubes and stuff coming out.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna do this.
I have a whole shelf of McFarlane that I said I was gonna paint, but I never did.
Yeah.
Yep.
But there is a Kickstarter that he's doing with it's called Hex Hands, I think, something like that. It's very look. I don't know if they're the same size, but that's for 112.
Yeah, I've seen.
Obviously,
those.
not $5 a piece for 3 of them, but they are a little more modular. So, and they're plastic and they look good. So,
yeah, and there's they'll have the peg holes, I think, and you can mix them around, so you can make like this one is set into. The height wise, so you get small, medium, large, and then you're locked in. But then you can. Anyway, there are other options in that hexagonal stacking. If you don't end up getting them, but Jamelin with the Birajira,
Birajira, that's good. Good enough. Sure, whatever. Spyrogyra, whatever.
So I only have Zog left, and I don't know if I'm gonna unbox him now because I'm just realizing that we've been going not longer than I told my wife I was going to.
Oh,
Which she also told me, I was like, oh, but like it's gonna be me and Trevor. We'll see if the other guys show up. It'll be about an hour. She goes, yeah, like you ever talk under an hour? I'm like, I know. I know.
especially when you're on with other people who like to talk.
Right, my boys. So Slog, I might save for our next round because Matt, you have a bunch still that you haven't unboxed.
Yeah, I've only unboxed 2 of the regular figures, like the female figure that you unboxed first. That was the 1st one I opened, and then actually 2 of the figures that you unboxed, those are the ones I unboxed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's good. That actually is good for doing this more as a recurring thing. So John, are you good?
I'm sorry. I was going to say, I think it goes really well with the Void Go mask.
I was just gonna say he kind of looks pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll use that for a shot.
Here
Here
we go.
Question
for the group from M. McKinney. I asked him this a while back. Wanted to ask you guys, how do you feel on crossover toy photography? Do you like it or prefer characters in the same universe? So do you like matching up your stuff?
Like,
why not Trevor's
mashups? Some people do mashups really well, but I'm like, I've done it, and if it has a reason or a purpose, like I did this shot with the Guard Galaxy in the Star Wars universe, because Groot was taking the place of Chewbacca Star, and I had Star Lords. Well, I guess he was in a Stormtrooper uniform, and I had a little tiny Stormtrooper with I put a tail on it for Rocket. That made sense. Like that was like kind of like, okay, that's a funny crossover. If they're funny, it's interesting. I get really uncomfortable just for the sake of just mixing figures, or I don't know why. I'm really anal retentive about it, but I don't know. It depends. I've done it with Conan and the orcs and stuff from again, if it makes sense. Yeah.
Right. So Trevor needs a connective storyline in order.
Just worlds. Yeah, like world like that makes me very uncomfortable.
I mean, it's Deadpool on a mount.
Right.
If it's funny, it's funny. It makes sense. It could be cool, but I don't know. I don't know. It depends. It's not.
I feel like I was
thing to come mind.
Just looking at the Cosmics, the one that Machi that you had with the 4 arms.
Yeah.
I don't know, for some reason I immediately thought of him battling Rekka. Like immediately. I was like, oh, that could be an interesting little.
That could be
little
interesting tussle.
So John, where do you fall in the question for the mashups? Do you run with them? Do you stay in your turtle lane, or
no? I mean, I'll cross. I mean, like again, I think I'm not uncomfortable by it, but if it makes sense, if it's funny, yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
No, I'm all for it.
Yeah. I like there to be a story when I do it. Or in the name of comedy, or something like Deadpool, for instance, is like my go-to for any cross franchise shot, because he could literally fit in anywhere, like Matt just showed with the AT-AT. Is it AT-AT?
Yeah, I guess if it's like you have like I don't know all the turtles, but the Playmates turtles, and you put like a Mezco Batman, it's like doesn't really work. It's like. But I had that turtle where they were in the movie with Batman, and that Batman, very cartoon-looking Batman, and matches the look of it, and like, hey, that works. I mean, like, things cross over, like, so it happened. You can do it.
It also depends on the look of the toy, I think, right?
Exactly.
If it looks like a cheap toy with an expensive toy,
exactly.
Depends on the story you're telling.
Yeah, that's true. So it's basically just run with it, McKinney. That's all I want to tell you. It's just do whatever you want to do. But RG's in the house. What's going on, RG? Thanks for joining us this morning. We are winding down our Cosmic Coffee, our debut. Just randomly pop-up live stream that we'll be doing where you'll see some combination of these faces to except for Trevor is our guide, he's our spiritual guide, our legion's guide. We take his hand and now Cosmic Guide, so he's taking us, so you'll get to see Trev and then some combination of us as we ask really ridiculously basic questions as we try to figure out this new toy line. But anyway, thanks RG. And Bonnie said, I don't care for crossovers if they have lots of canon backstory. Why I like shooting the vapors so much. Yeah, true.
That reminds me of the canon event that was prevented by Spider-Man holding the baby turtles that I was playing around with.
Yeah.
I've never gotten to shoot either.
Oh,
Somebody take that idea, use it, run with it.
So just so you know, that was that on my stream that you were on? It was a great. Oh man, it was Deadpool saving the turtles.
No, it was
right. Wasn't that it?
No, it was the Marvel Legends Spider-Man. He was just like scooping them up.
Spidey was
that's
right. Spidey was saving the turtles. Okay,
saving the turtles.
High school creations in the house was on Mike. Cheap toy. Where are you finding those? Yeah, it's true. Nothing is cheap anymore. Jiblet says, when I was a kid, I usually played the individual universes with a little mix of characters, similar scales, but sometimes I played big crossovers. I used to love just because I never had a ton of toys growing up. Like I had some of like my parents would get me like, like the Turtles. And then like at one point I had, the Thundercats, but I wouldn't get the expanding. So like they were beating up G.I. Joes because I didn't care about G.I. So like if I had a few from like, the random uncle or cousin.
Wow.
I bought G.I. Joes just as army builders for bad guys for my Marvel characters.
Yeah, but I'd have the gigantic Lion-O, giving a big boot to tiny little Joes.
I'm talking about like 2 years ago.
That's kind of just like brought things back. I think I've always been there, man, because I kept things very separate. Like playing with Micronauts, it was Micronauts.
Yeah, fair.
Playing with Star Wars toys, it was Star Wars toys. So with G.I. Joe, it was G.I. Joe.
I don't know. It's my kids are getting to that, but I'm trying to actually push them.
Bring that up in therapy.
No, I know. That's but I'm like, hey, so like when you're playing with Mario, are you playing with Mario? You're playing with everything. Like, I don't know. I keep trying to like at the very least, have them just pick up their toys in an orderly fashion. That's the big thing. Storm 397, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming. RG said, well, I did say Mythics 3 times already this morning, and there he is. Yeah. There you go. Gemma says, like, I remember once having a mission where some of my Joes went through a portal and went to the Mo 2 world. In my story, they were different scales because of different worlds. See, that was good thinking. That's it. Storyline flexibility. That was good.
Yeah. Don't be like me.
I'm gonna just keep sending you crazy mashups, Trev. That's all I'm gonna do. But guys, what do you think? Are we cool to wind down for today? This was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
So we'll have to again turn on notifications for 1/6 shooter, Machu Toy, Yimbo reviews everything, because we will be doing more and more of these. But again, thank you guys all for joining. Darth Gutierrez, thank you for joining. I know we're now starting to end. But if you are just jumping in now, just so you know, you have an hour and a half to help you pass the time where we talk about Cosmic Legions. We pick the brain of Trevor 1/6 shooter. My Between Two Sentinel boys got to join in, and it's awesome. So thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I appreciate all of you.
Bro. Yeah, I appreciate you.
All right. Well, I'm going to end this. I'm not doing any outros because this was just for all of our fun stuff. And that's it, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your Friday. See you later, everybody. Peace.